Dear students, greetings from Dr. T. Senthil Murugan, Associate Professor and Head, Department of Information Technology, Kakatiya Institute of Technology and Science, Warangal. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about conditional statements in C language, especially if and else if and nested if. These three statements we will discuss in this video lecture. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about the simple if statement and if else statement and nested if statements. Okay. This is lecture outcome. End of this video lecture, after completion of this lecture, student will be able to write a C program to using conditional statements like simple if statement, if else statement and nested if statement. What is if statement? Normally, if statement is powerful decision making statement. Okay, so it will used to make decision. So how generally we can write it if statement? If the keyword should be there, then within the bracket you will give the test expression. If condition is true, then it will perform some operation. If conditional is false, then it will do something. For simple if statement, if condition true, it will do. Then if it is not, it will follow the next line in the program. See this diagram. This is a flow chart. It will check the condition. For example, we will write if A greater than B. This condition we will give. Okay. So if the condition is true, what it will be happen? Here. Okay. So here you can do if condition is true. So example, for this example, A is greater. So print the values. A is greater. Okay. So in case condition is fails, B is greater. Okay. Condition fail means what happened? B is greater values. So for this we can use the if loop. So normally how we can write it? If block. This is the syntax for the if block. So if is the word, okay, predefined word for checking the condition. Don't use capital I. It should be in the small letters. Then you will give the condition. Any condition you will give. The condition true means the finally it will get 1. Okay, true means it is 1. False means 0. So if true means it will execute this block. If false means it will go for next statement, whatever it is in the program. If there is no statement means it will be over. If any statement is there, then it will work. Okay. So see here. Okay. So how it will be if else loop? If we have to check the condition true, that is 1 means it will execute this block. Okay. Else, if condition is fails, the else block will be working. Okay. So here you see it will check the condition now. If condition is true, what will be happen? Condition true means it will execute this statement block. Okay, whatever you are written, if statement it will work. If false means it will go for next statement in the program. Okay, so it is not else part, only it will check if condition. If the test condition is true, then it will execute this block. If it is not true, it will directly execute this block. If true means it will execute this block, then it will comes to next statement. Okay. See this example. This is the program. Okay. So initially, I will take 4 integer value. The values are A, B, C, D. Okay. So here I am checking this if statement. So where it will be over? This is the if block. So if we have to check this condition, if the condition is true, then these 2 lines will be executed. If condition fails means it is not executed. What is the condition? C minus D not equal to 0. So after getting the input, we have to calculate this condition. If example you are given A equal to 5, 6, okay, 8, 7. So like that you consider. So what is the value? C value 8 minus D value 7. It is not equal to 0. We will check. So this value is 1, not equal to 0. This condition is true. If true means what it will do? It will perform A plus B and convert into float, and it will perform C minus D and convert into float. It will be stored in ratio which is declared in the float variable. Then the ratio will be printed with format specifiers F. Clear what if they are doing that? If it is checking the condition is true means it will work. So example of condition we will give. What is the input? A equal to 5, B equal to 6, C equal to 7, D equal to 7. So C minus D you will calculate. 7 minus 7. Okay. So 0. 0 not equal to 0. This condition true or false? It is false. If false means this program will not work. Okay, because there is no statement here. Only if statement is there. If it is true, it will work. If it is not true, won't do anything. Okay, that is simple if statement. So how we can check it? We will find some greater values. Okay. So 3, if in case A comma B, these 2 values are there. So you will find which is greater. So how we can write the program? If A greater than B. If it is true, you can do this statement. Printf A is greater. Okay. So I am checking A is greater or not. For this condition, I have to use only simple if statement. Okay. I am not checking about B is greater or not. I am checking only A is greater or not. In this situation, I am going to check this condition. Okay. If B is greater, what we will do? That we will discuss in the next part. So here only I am checking A is greater or not. Simple if statement. If the condition is true, it will print. If condition fails, it won't do anything. Okay. Clear? So now we will see one program, how it is working. Okay. So first main function. Okay. Then main function we will start with this function. I will declare count and I as integer value. So I have to declare weight and height of the float value. So now initialize that value. 0 is count. Okay. So what I want to do, enter weight and height of the 10 boys. So this is printf statement. It will print in the screen. So how we will get that value? Till you will get the value for 10 students. So for that this loop will be work. I already told 10 times this loop will work. Scanf statement. Okay. First it will get weight and height. Then it will check the condition. Weight is less than 50 and condition. Height is more than 170. If it is there, then what it will do? It will increase the count value. Okay, weight should be less than 50, height should be greater than 170. If it is there, it will count that value. Otherwise, it is not counted. Okay. So while getting input itself, it is checking the value. If it is satisfied this condition, count value will be increased. So 10 students weight and height you will give. Why? Because the loop will be over when the I values reach the 10. Okay. So 10 students after getting it. How many students have less than 50 and as well as both condition? It is and no, both the conditions should be true. So height also greater than 170. So after calculating, we have to print the count value simply. Number of eyes with weight less than 50 kg and height 170 centimeter equal to percentage D. Here count value will be printed. Okay. So this is a simple program for it. Now we are going to discuss about if and else statement. If the condition is true, it will execute this block. If condition is false, it will work this block. Okay. So previous example, what we discussed, if A and B value will be there, we will check A greater than B. So now we have to check about B also. If A is greater means print up A is greater. You are saying A is greater. Otherwise, else what? If it is not, then what it will do? B is greater. Okay. B is greater. Okay. So here 2. So both the condition is over, then statement X will be executed. So how the flow will be there? It will check the condition. If test condition is expression is true or false. If it is true, the condition is true, then it will execute the true block of the statement. If condition is failed, then it will execute the false statement. That is else part. It will work. Okay. This will be work if part. This will be work else part. Okay. So after both conditions over, then it will comes to next statement in the program. Okay. So now we just see this example. I will check your age is greater than 18. So if greater than 18 means you are eligible for voting. If you are not greater than 18, you are not eligible for voting. So simply next statement will be executed. Okay. So now we can check with nested if. What is nested if? If you just remember, if within the if within if. So first you have to check one condition. Then if condition true, again you have to check another condition. Line. Then it will execute. Then this else part will execute. So if both are fails, then this else part will be executed. That only they are given here. Okay. More than one condition you want to check. Okay. So example I told you are IT first year. Okay. You are checking. If you are IT first year, then I will check. But I have to check you are section 2 or not. Okay. So here if you are IT first year, this condition I will check. Okay. So if condition true means, then I have to check you are section 2 or not. Okay. Section 2 or not. If both the condition true, you are my student. So I am printing you are my student. Okay. If section 2 is not there means you are not my student. I will print here else statement. So you are not my student. Here, if this condition fails, if you are IT first year means it will true. So this else part over, then this else part. Okay. So here, so we can use indentation. Indentation means space we will give properly. Then only we know where it is start, where it will be over. So this else part you can write you are not IT first year. Okay. So here I am saying you are my student or not. Here you are saying you are not IT student. Okay. So like that you can check more than one condition. You can use nested if. Nested means if within the if statement. Okay. So wherever the nested word is there, you can consider like this within. If within if means it is nested if. Okay. So here you consider you have to check the condition how nested loop is working. So you will check if condition. Condition is true. Condition is true means it will check another condition. Okay. So this condition again true. this block will be executed. Okay. So if this block is fails, then this statement will be worked. So totally it is this condition itself failed. So that is false statement. Then the statement 3 will be executed. If all this condition is false, so this it is not checking. So what it will do? So next statement. After executing these three statements, it will comes to next statement. According to the condition. Okay, so not it's executing all three statements. If this if loop is true, this loop, if loop is true, then it will work true comma true. Okay. So this loop is this condition is true, then this condition is failed, true comma false. Okay. So here simply false. Okay. So now we will see the program. So I will declare ABC as a float value. So we have to get the ABC value. For that, I used the printf and scanf statement, ampersand A, ampersand B, ampersand C. So now I have to find which is the largest value between three numbers. So how I can check? If logically you can check, A is there, B is there, C is there. So I have to check first A is greater than B. Okay. If A is greater means, if A is greater means I have to check A greater than C or not. Because compared with these numbers, it is greater than B and C means A is greater. Okay. So this condition, if both the conditions are true, A is greater. In case this condition is fails, what is the meaning indirectly? So B is greater. So then I have to check B greater than C or not. Okay. If condition true, it will check this condition. If condition false, it will check this condition. Okay. So this is false condition. This is true condition. If this condition is true means what is the mean? So if it is true means B is greater. Okay. Why? Because already it is compared with A, B is greater. Now it is compared with C, then B is greater. Compared with A and B, A and C, B is greater. If this condition fails, again C is greater. Okay. So because there is no comparison here, so automatically it will comes to here. So again this condition fails also, so C is greater. So how we can write it, the program? So we know that logic, now we are discussing logic, now we have to think. We have three values. Okay, so first initially we have to check this condition. Okay, once again. So first we have to check this condition, A greater than B. So if A greater than B means I have to check A greater than C or not. So this condition I have to check if it is true. Okay. So then I can simply print both are true means A is greater. If A is not greater than C means it will check print C is the greater. Why? Because it will check the B values. So else for we have to check C is greater or not compared with B. Okay. So then C is the greater. Else for B is the greater. Check this logic, then easily you can understand this concept. Okay. Okay. So now we are in the end of the lecture. Have completed this discussion on conditional statements in C. Now students should be able to write a C program using conditional statements like if else, and nested if. So this is lecture level problem. Okay. So you have to check nested if, how it is working. Okay. So first we have to check this condition. If condition true, then you have to check this condition. If condition is true, then you have to check this condition. like that nested if within the if we can check multiple conditions, that is nested if conditions. How you can check? First you will get the mark values. Okay, so after getting the mark value you have to check mark value is greater than 90. If then you can say print of grade is yes. Okay, else what? So if this condition is not true, it is not greater than means again we have to check it is greater than 80 or not. Okay. Then if greater than 80, what it will do? Again print grade is A. Okay. Grade is A. So again this condition it is not satisfied here. Again it is checking. This is also it is not printed. Then it will check next statement. If so mark greater than 70 or not. Like that we can continuously you can check all the conditions. Finally you can say if greater than less than 50 means we can simply print it is failed. Okay. So thank you very much for listening this video lecture. Even if you have doubt you can check your textbook, and further you can refer weekly tutorial sheet also. Okay, thank you very much for listening this video. I hope you are enjoyed this video. If you have doubt, you will comment ask in the class.